Yeah, hi. How do I say you? Come on. No. Marco, dance. Okay, come on. How do I say you? Marco, dance now. Come on. Huh? How do I say you? Come on. Are you there? Come on. Marco, can you sing it? Oh, yeah, come on. Strike your own, Marco. Yeah, good evening. This is Marco and the Ędo Language show. Oh, you want the music? Marco. Okay. Yeah, good evening. This is Marco and the Ędo Language show. Ędo Language means grandma. I have decided to start up this show. This is the 4th episode, I think. I purposely call it Marco and Ędo Language, just to use opportunity to tell people that a grandparent for your mom is a Ędo Language, and then your grandfather is a Ędo Language. And Marco's Edo name is Osasere. Osasere means God is greater. So he likes Edo music because I'm always playing Edo music. If I off the music, he's going to cry. So we're just going to talk at the background. I want to say thank you for all those who have ordered UNUNOZİDO KEVBE EBONOZEDO, especially in US. USA is topping the lists. My Canadian brothers and sisters, both from Edo and non-Edo, they are picking their hard copies as well. I want to say thank you to all those who have done the online reading. And I also thank those who ordered the printed version. I am so grateful. And those who have reviewed the books so far, I'm also grateful. Wow, here bota, wow, we say kakabo. We in the last fenak bome, imahia. No guima, siebe, ore UNUNOZİDO KEVBE EBONOZEDO. Kemanive the Amazon at online. Not printed the hard copy. Kemaniti eve online. Waya we say. Kemaya no be review no be tie some chapters. So be tie minia we mo ebuwe beni. Waya we say. I'm very grateful. Wala ho Why say me ayo of your boy me yeke. Naya make sure where family by family. Kegbe kenire webo keniro wa. Kenire UK, kenire USA, kenire Canada. Walao wa here. What here ebena the online that's Amazon. Do we only have mail copy go? Wa send address away send address away video now. Ma send up back go kenuri aje. Why we say wa we say kakabo. I'm so happy. I'm so impressed with the response. And I pray that God will protect us and the Nika will lead us. By the grace of God, by next week, 1st of December, we are releasing UNUNOZİDO KEVBE EBONOZEDO Book 2. We're going to release Book 3 immediately as well, because this book was written 3 years ago, like I said, during COVID. I had enough chapters. I had to split it into Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. And the main reason why I did that, the title, the subtitle gave us out. I mean, you can't be encouraging people to do to learn Ędo language with ease, and you are coming up with 40 chapters at a go. You are coming up with 200 pages. I felt that would be too much. Yeah, the online copy that you read online is 58 pages. With the cover is 60 pages. But the hard copy when you are printing is 78 pages. So we have Book 2 and Book 2 ready, and then we're going to be publishing the covers by the 1st day of December. So ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to grab a copy of UNUNOZİDO KEVBE EBONOZEDO, and we'll be launching it in Atlanta soon. We are still doing all the logistics, and as soon as we are ready, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm very grateful, and the only way you can support me to keep writing Ędo books is to please read it online, share your views in any of my videos, and then when you have a video that you have done with the copy of UNUNOZİDO KEVBE EBONOZEDO, endeavor to post it to us so we can post it on our video. Remember to subscribe to Zudo's African Label TV. That's where we're going to be having all the online lectures, free classes, free Ędo classes. You don't need to pay anything. I'm just looking for a way to encourage the children in diaspora to be able to pronounce their names, to be able to exchange pleasantries, be able to do ukuna tue, and be able to know that Ędo has vowels. Ędo language has consonants. Ędo language has syllables. Ędo language has diacritic. There is Ędo sematics. Come on. Sunday, it means Sunday. Uzola nekere is Saturday. FA is wealth. Ego is money. Say when there is no money in wealth, it's not sweet. It's money that holds wealth. And it's Sunday. Sunday in Ędo language means Eduzola Nokwa. Then Saturday is Eduzola Nekere. Ego is money. FA is wealth. The area is sweet. Yeah. I think I'll stop my video here. Please endeavor to subscribe to Zudo's African Label. We're going to be having free Ędo classes. And I did previous videos on Ędo vowels, Ędo consonants, Ędo diacritics. Yes. So I have them in my previous videos. Please subscribe and then scroll back. You'll see how I taught Ędo vowels. Ędo vowels, there are 7 in number, and I have reiterated times without number. There are Ędo vowels, there are 5 technically, when you want to count letters A, B, C, D, or whatever. But letter O and letter E, they are the only vowels that have diacritic. And those two diacritics, the letter O and letter E appear twice. And I've always given example with an O without diacritic is as in Osazuwa, Osamudiame, Osaze, Osakbolo, Osayekeme, Osarugwe, Osagona. You can go on and on, but those letter O's, they are without diacritic. But the letter O with diacritic is that letter O that comes with diacritic that we say as in Omodame, Ogboma, Oba, Obohia, Ohainen. So anywhere you hear O, it means there is a diacritic. But the one that we just say O straight away, Osaze, Osazua, that's without diacritic. And when you come back to the letter E, the one without diacritic, we in Ędo language pronounce it as A. And that very E without diacritic is as in Irabo, Irabo. And then the E with diacritic is as in Edo, Edo. So when you say Edo, remember to put diacritic at the bottom of the E. That is the closest example you can have. Wherever you are writing Ędo language, remember to put diacritic at the bottom. And please, don't get confused. Ędo language has only 2 diacritics, and those 2 diacritics comes at the bottom, not at the top. Please, it's a very, very controversial issue, and I want to clear the air today that Ędo language does not have diacritic at the top. All diacritics in Ędo language comes at the bottom. When you say Samudia me, the me is already telling you that, oh, that letter here comes with a diacritic. And people should stop writing Oba Atokbe. Stop writing Oba Atokbe as diacritic at the top, whether inverted column or I don't know what you guys call it. It's very wrong. I did Ędo language as a course. Some of my lecturers are still alive. I was taught by Obaze, the Obaze of University of Benin. I was taught by Osemige Ero. Like when you want to call that family name Ero, it's so Ero, you can silence the R, but the E comes with a diacritic because you have said Edo, Ero, Eho. Whereas when you say Eho, Eho and Eho, they are the same spellings as in EHO. Okay? The EHO for Eho is actually that E without diacritic. So you just say Eho. But when you want to say the Eho, which is the same spelling EHO, the E comes with a diacritic. So I don't want to mix it all up. I'm going to be doing it in a very stylish way. Sometimes we are going to be dancing, we are going to be playing music and just be interpreting the music. Like I purposely play this music at the bottom so I can also translate with style. So that's the only way children will be ready to learn Ędo language. If you just sit them down and start saying, okay, Abidi, they are not going to listen to you, right? Start with their name. You see somebody who says, my name is Osaseri. Say, excuse me, do you know the meaning of Osaseri? Osaseri? Some will say Osaseri, some will say this, so it's Osaseri. Okay? So these vowels, we're going to be taking it step by step and get our children acquainted with it. Not only the children in diaspora. Don't get us wrong. There are kids that were raised in Benin or in Lagos or within Nigeria or within Africa or Europe anywhere that cannot even speak Ędo language, especially when your partner is a non-native or your partner yourself, you speak English. And English is our lingua franca. We are not going to throw it away. We still need that English language to interpret what the Ędo language word, name, or letter means. Okay? So still talking about the vowel, we have letter I. The letter I, Ędo people pronounce letter I as E. Yeah. That's why you need to master the vowels very well. before you can go ahead to read and write Ędo language. That letter I is actually the one that when you want to pronounce letter I in Ędo language, you pronounce it as I. That's why you have names like Ikponsa, Iyekekpolo, Inyegumena. You know, any Edo names that starts with I. You are not going to say Ayekekpolo. No. You are not going to say Aikposa. No, it's Ikpomusa. Ikpomusa means I thank God. And that word Iyekekpolo, the literal translation may just mean that your back is big. But that is not the meaning. That's not the meaning. Most Edo names have very deep meanings. But at times, we can just do the literal translations just to get away from explanations to our kids that are very, very inquisitive. But that notwithstanding, I want us to teach our children Ędo language. Please, it is very important. So, I can go on and on. Then in the voice too, you have letter. I've talked about letter O. I've talked about letter E. Remember that I said letter O appears twice, letter E appears twice, and then letter I. That's already 5 consonants. Sorry, that's already 5 vowels. I'm sorry. So you have letter U as one of our vowels. Yes, we have letter U. We have letter I. We have letter O. We have letter O again with diacritic. We have letter E. We have letter E again with diacritic. We have letter I. We have letter U. So, but as time goes on, we'll be taking it bit by bit so that our children don't get confused. But don't forget, that letter U is as in Uzebu, Uswanele, Usunobu. Okay? So, anywhere you see letter U in Edo name is U. To pronounce it, you say U. And Edo language has similarities with Oro English. The similarities between Edo language and Oro English is that Akbakba. That's our Akbata. I choreograph AI. Okay? So the A is A, and in Oro English they call it A. Yeah. Like A for apple. Yeah, A for apple. So remember to pronounce our A as A. Okay? So the AIU are 3 vowels, whereas the E and O appeared twice. That's why we have 7 vowels. And then we also have 8 consonants. The uniqueness of Edo language is the fact that the consonants, they are double. Like you have KP in Ikponsa. The IKPO, okay, Musa. The MW is a consonant. The KP is a consonant. VB is a consonant. UNUNOZİDO KEVBE EBONOZEDO. That kevbę is KEVBE. And the E has a diacritic. Remember, I said earlier here, A is a diacritic. And the VB is a consonant. So it's very easy for you to learn Ędo language. So for the aspect of the syllables, I'm just running the book through. There are different chapters, but this is how we are going to be, reviewing it slowly until you have your copy, just to get you acquainted with what you are expecting to see in the book, right? So the syllables in Ędo language means you have to cut the letters just as you pronounce it. Let's take example with Osazuwa. Osazuwa. Where does the syllable come in? After the OSA, there is a slash. That's syllable 1 in Osazuwa. And then the ZU, again, takes another slash. That's another syllable. And then the WA. Are you there? So it's just that simple. When you say a woman, the E, a woman, like Edo, the E has a diacritic. The VB is a consonant. The U is a consonant. The U is a vowel. The O is a vowel, a woman. The MW is a consonant. The AN. So please don't get confused, because it's a language we are all just learning. But I did this course in Ędo language over 26 years ago. Yes, way back. But I say thank you to my dad, because I was admitted to read English, French, and my dad said, can you speak Ędo? Why do you want to go and learn French? So please, I'll be stopping my video here so that I don't get you guys confused. Please share this video with your children, especially those who are interested in learning Ędo language. Start by telling them the meaning of their names, and try by showing them